Do you like?
We hate him too. I love it. Dear Canada, we hate him too. I love that. Oh my God.
Well, isn't that great? Isn't that great? Goes right along with your little thing.
I'm going to have to do some for all the countries he's offended.
Oh, and, God. Do you have a long time?
I love that. Hello, everyone. Hello, my sweet friend, Aley.
Hi, Deb. I'm so glad to be here. Yeah.
Same here. I confessed to Alice that I never discussed with her what we were going to talk about or what I wanted to talk about. And when I created the thumbnail for this show, I just saw this little alien. I thought, oh, let's build an alien thing. So I'm in my spaceship today. And so we're going to do some alien talk probably. And with the new Pope.
Yes.
With the new Pope, disclosure is closer. They feel, and I'm saying they is like Danny Sheehan and the people who know what's going on there.
Right.
But so that I remember the first words, I said this on my show last night, the first words that Pope Francis said to the cardinals after he was elected is, "May God forgive you." I thought, I love that sense of humor.
I know.
I love that. I fell in love with him with that. So I'm going to say hello to, hey, Karen Doyle, you win the cookie today. You're the first in the room. And Nikki is excited. Thank you so much. I'm going to go pop. And then, oh, cool. Venus is here. All right. With her shades and her puppy. And so Alice says hello to everyone and says, hey. They're
Judy. They are Narcissus. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I love that. I might have. Okay. So, and the Venus again, and Delphi.
Yeah. Kim B.
Where's Kim B? Oh,
she's under Delphi.
Missed you.
Oh, yeah.
Missed you. Tammy. Nice to come in. Oh, this is great. The room is filling up.
There you go. I love your earrings. They're gorgeous.
They're spaceship earrings, I think. Well, actually, there's a...
It's out of this world, Deb.
I'm out of this world. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. It does have like an Aztec kind of thing to it. But, I've been, to take care of my anxiety, I've been putting... You won't believe what I've been comfortable looking at. And that's all the destruction of Earth's spaceship, meteors hitting, too much ice, too much flood.
Well, that spaceship that came back from the Soviet Union, it ended up just being in the Indian Ocean. Didn't hurt anything. It was coming back here. It was launched in, 55 years ago or something. And it by the Soviet Union, it came back. It was supposed to hit, and they were worried that it would hit a big, it was huge. But I guess it landed in the ocean. So
it would. And I'm sure they had missiles on there. Got a little jets out there and say
maybe
stick it out if it came.
Yep.
Hey,
look who's here. I know, Sarah.
You're going to have Sarah on, right?
I am. And Linda Bishop's here. And Linda Kennedy.
Butterfly. Yeah. The butterflies are here. Spiritual garden. God bless you.
Hi, spiritual garden. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. This is exciting. So what do you all want to do? I mean, like we have this wealth of wisdom. That we can go into Akasha, we can go planet of origin, we can do just monosouls and walk-in souls or just regular card readings.
Yeah. Although I really did enjoy the relationship numerology that you did. That was so awesome.
You can do numbers.
Numbers, yeah. Numbers and
and
yes, and happy Mother's Day to those who Our mothers,
yeah.
mothers of dogs and birds and cats
Yes.
as well. Yes.
One of my first jobs is to work in a nursing home. There's this really cool, great gal that had this. She's just going to make it so much in life. She was my age, but she had that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
And somebody is coming in. It looks like nope. Anyway, so she said, it's Mother's Day. We got to do this banner. And I said, great. And so she says, but I don't want it to say Happy Mother's Day. Let's say Happy Day, all you mothers. And because we were young, I mean, we didn't have internet. So, right. We don't.
Right.
And so that was just hilarious. I thought that was great.
Well, it's like on the Irish St. Patrick's Day, somebody had put up Erin go bra, and one of the kids wrote less Erin go bra less.
I love that.
Just to keep people on their toes,
Love the muse.
Yeah.
I got hooked into the muse this morning and started dictating into my phone.
Oh,
I just love that so much. So everybody's saying numbers. Well, go ahead.
Yeah.
Pop your birthday in. And let me get a list up going here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pop your birthday in.
Yep. And I can just do some readings while Deb's doing that. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're missing your mama extra hard. But I know she's at peace.
Yeah.
When did you lose your mama, Kendra? So Kimby wants relationship. Let me just pop that in. So Kimby, you said relationship like when?
No, remember it's like you did someone that had a difficult relationship.
Yeah.
Or maybe even September 22.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we could do is that's right, because it was like, give me the birthday of yourself and someone that you don't get along with. If you have daddy issues, mommy issues, and stuff like that. So we'll let it rip today.
Let it rip. We've got some people that want. Linda, you were born. I think you told me you were born in Tacoma, but I had no idea. I forgot. Yeah, because she lives in Texas right now. You've got to come back. You just have to come back, Linda. Anyway, planet of origin for you, Delphi. Okay.
I won't be able to actually tell you your planet of origin.
To do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I have to get into your record, and then I have to this whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's all that. Let me find you. 415.
Oh, you must have just turned 40, Kendra, last month. Happy birthday. And I have to tell you, life begins at 40, or sometimes 50 or 60, but yeah. The older I get.
Oh, man, it's getting a whole lot better, honey.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, yes, Judy, you got yours. Okay.
I'm losing people. Okay, 415.
You don't want to do the little starring up there, honey?
The star.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking it would be easier.
I'm thinking that I could get ahead of it. Yeah, of course it would be easier. Duh.
It's all right. Duh. I found this shirt, so I'm the aspiring retiree.
Aspiring.
I had bought it like 5 years ago, and when I thought I'd be retiring, but yeah.
Yeah, well. I'm going. Numbers.
Judy in the Skies is here. Hi, Judy.
So I've got
Pooja. Yeah, Viviani. Deb's trying to take track of everything, so I'll just say hi to everybody. And yeah, Judy.
I don't know slow on the uptake here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kim's got hers up.
Oh, we've got an issue.
We do?
Yeah, we got issue with they are, and then she gave me her birthday and her son's birthday.
Oh, juicy. Okay.
Juicy stuff.
She's blowing up her phone right now with negativity.
Oh, I guess.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm just looking for. Here we are. Kim B has a couple going on. Sorry, I'm a little slow.
No, it's fine. We're in no hurry. Yeah.
Oh, she called us beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Especially Deb, she's sitting right under the UFO. She's going to get sucked right in.
Yes, it's giving me a beauty treatment right now. I love that. So I love this. I love this. But I'm still going on with the idea that full disclosure is going to be the second week of August. Now I know it's not going to happen. Yeah, that's what I predicted in January. So I'm sticking with it, but because I hate doing that. But I thought I'm just going to dive in and see what goes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I know they could have a lot of fun with Deborah. Yeah.
What was that?
They said the ETs could have a lot of fun with Deborah.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Dreamweaver. And Edward, I saw you come in. And who else is here? Yeah, that's her crown chakra. Woohoo! Right underneath there. Wow.
Yeah. That's the divine wisdom part. So I've got Miss Tacoma here.
Miss Tacoma. Yes. Miss Linda Bishop. So you're going to do her first? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Judith Anderson. Yeah. Oh,
now,
thank you, Karen.
If you already know your number, then you can put that in and then it would not take us long.
Oh, Dreamweaver's got an issue person too. All right.
That makes me happy.
Oh, you said yes, you do. You share the same birthday, Kendra, with Linda. Wow. Well, that's cool. A birthday twin. I have an almost birthday twin. My son is born on October 1st, and Mark Spirit Whisperer is October 1st, and I'm the 29th of September, so it's close enough, Yeah.
Close enough. Now you do know everybody. So I'm just going to say this as a blanket statement so you can keep it in mind when I talk to you about your personal year and your life path number. So because we are in a 9 universal year, that's why the whole world is messed up. We're messed up, but the whole world are like Canada. Let's pick on Canada. So we have to be able to give up what doesn't work for us anymore. And you know what? USA did not work for Canada anymore. Perfect. So their 9 is being giving up. And so to restructure that, and there's some hardship for them, I think, too, because I think they got exports. I don't know. But nonetheless, that pride kind of makes up for anything you might be missing. Mexico, they become more defined. Yeah. And so, especially with all of the other the countries. So, and the struggle will get crazy. So if you're in, 9 universal year, what America needs to give up is fascism, I would say.
Thank you. Yes.
But that's the collective, right? That's the collective. And so we have to be, got you, Edward. So we have to be mindful of that. So whatever I tell you, just understand that you cannot not give something up. And so that's just...
that tells me a lot about my job. I'll have to work on that. Yeah. I did hear.
Go ahead.
I did hear that they're going to. A lot of people are saying that there's some shenanigans going on at the border, and they might make it impossible for us to leave the country.
We can sue them for kidnapping.
Really? A lot of lawsuits going on here.
Yeah, there are, and they're coming through. These guys are coming through. They really are, and I've got you, Mickey. But the thing is that if you decide to hang on to that low down cheating daddy, or the old car that can go in 5 more years, or the when you know better, and or the job that isn't serving you, then what's really, really, really good about it, the blessing of it, is that what you're supposed to give up will get so dramatic and crazy. You just be a hot potato. So you just say, ooh, that's what I was supposed to give up. So, and then get on your new shoes, because that's, oh, I just got your notification that you have a show coming up.
Oh, well.
I like that.
I know. They're taking immigrant kids off the streets. Yesterday, there was one taken off the street in Worcester, Mass. And they had the mother, but they didn't have the daughter. And she was 16. She was running away. There was a whole bunch of people on the street. And they pushed her down on the ground, sat on top of her, and arrested her. And we're going to see more of that. We're going to see more and more and more of that, which is really, really upsetting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So yes. I did an interview, whereas this is how I portrayed it. So we're all in a classroom. That's right. Yeah. In your classroom, right? And so we're all at our desks, and the teacher goes up and writes this math formula or this math problem on and you can't leave the room until you get the answer to that math problem. There's a couple of different kinds of students in there. You have there's 2 formulas to get to an answer, a finite answer. So one of the formulas is kindness, justice, awareness, generosity. And that protocol and formula gets us to the answer quite quickly. All right. The other people in the classroom are trying with the other, cruelty, and they have their own formula, but they can't get to any answer because it just can't justify what they're seeing and what they're feeling and thinking.
Right.
Don't sync up. Now, the caveat, this is a perfect 9 personal year or universal year, is that we, the ones that had the protocol or the formula that got to the answer, we can't leave the room. And we've been in that room for a decade. We've been watching this for a decade. But now what's going on is, and what we need to give up is this kindly waiting, considerately waiting for others to kind of catch up. Because now we're getting out of our seats, going to desk, yelling, saying, I can't believe you don't know this. Try this other formula. You'll get to the answer. We're negotiating, but that we have to give up our quiet. Our quiet.
Absolutely. Because, I really think we're already on the brink of World War III. It's really just starting to happen here and there and everywhere. And if we don't get our own country straightened out, we can be really quickly sunk.
But you know what? I totally believe we are at our finest hour, but we won't see that until after.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
And because people are performing so great. I mean, they're really hanging in there.
Well, I agree with that. There are people standing up and a lot of them are younger, older. And it's the people, because we're only here to save we are the ones who have been waiting for. We can't depend on the others. The others aren't gonna.
Yeah. So we are here, and we will have to give up something, but in the end, I totally believe that it's going to be our eyes will be open.
Yep.
Yeah. And so Linda is first, and I've got you down as a 26-8, which makes you very practical. So looking at the world and all of its stuff going on, it's like you cannot believe it at all. Whereas a 5 life path or 1 life path would at least entertain the thought that maybe this is a new regime. Maybe I could look at that. Not a 4 or an 8. 4 or 8 life path will say, no, I'm here. I'm going to stay. You are in a 1 personal year, meaning that try new things, even more. what's good about having a 1 personal year and a 9 universal year is that you'll be able to let go of stuff that isn't working for you like that.
It's interesting because I think that I'm in a 1 year. Yeah. So that's good to know. I like that. Thank you. Yeah. That's Linda Bishop. Is that right for Linda Bishop?
Linda Bishop. Okay. Yeah.
And I pulled for you here. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So you have some hidden treasure that you need to uncover. And I already know it because you have prophetic dreams. So you need to continue to work with them and work with us because passion and pleasure savor the life that you have right now. I love this because you live in a bus. But look at this little tiny, look at this. It almost looks like a little bus. I love that. And it says that you are a mystic healer and healing energy flows through you. And that just makes sense to me, Linda. It's like, Linda usually doesn't have a dream that doesn't come true. So very interesting. Yeah.
That tells me that you understand the signals and signs, whereas a lot of times the images don't make sense.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice to see you, Cynthia. Thank you, dear. Yeah.
Now we've got here with Venus. Venus, you are a 5 life path, 32-5, having a 3 personal year, which means the 3 is very, very creative. You should be able to find your voice, find your muse, and then the only thing that would hold you up on that, diving into something new, cake decorating or whatever it might be, is that you don't want to commit to anything. You don't feel freedom inside of a commitment. So understand that whatever your creativity is, it's no one's business but your own. So please don't hold back. We have really good reasons why not to move forward. Really good reasons. And that's when we have to give up, hint to the 9, give up thinking that there's anything stopping you. There we go.
There you go. So you have some creative power, Venus. And I love this. I love this for you. It says here that you are sowing the stars. And of course, your name is Venus. Strength is the best tamed card. And in the regular tarot card, the strength card comes with a lion on it. Well, it does here too. What is she? She's got something on her dress, though, and I'm not quite sure what it is. It looks like a mythical bird. It almost looks like a dodo bird. I don't know. The last card I get for you is jealousy, but it says unleash any inner demons. Get rid of them. Like Deb says, this is the year to get rid of whatever you don't want. And so unleash those demons, and so you can move forward. You've been tapping into your creativity recently. Wonderful. Oh. That's wonderful, Venus.
Good.
Hi, Jeff. It's good to see you. Oh, we've got some more people putting up stuff. I don't know if you want to just wait and go back.
I want to wait because
all right. That's fine.
I can't. I'm what one trick pony that. So I'll get right into Kendra.
Okay.
Kendra, 33 master number. And so you come into the world being very complex. One of the reasons you have a complex look at the world because it includes everybody. Master teacher. It wasn't. Oh, I forget what the master part is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because Zelensky. Is 33. Yes. Navalny was 33. Somebody else was a 33. Our Pope is a 7. Einstein was a 33. No. Yeah. Anyway. So you've got a lot of pressure on yourself that no other people don't have because you feel like you're under the gun your whole life. And you do tend to the shadow side of a 33 is control. But, we got to give you room because you always bring receipts. If you do something, this is it. if you do something that someone questions, you can take and say, well, this happened, so this is what happened, and this is what, and so I reacted this way. So this, you bring the receipts.
Oh, wow. Really?
You bring the receipts. So no one can argue with you, but you do have a one personal year. So this is the year to try new things. And no, you're not going to flop at all. You're not.
No. She said that's definitely her. You know, she must also then have the answer, the retort in the right time. You know how you think later, I should have said this? I bet Kendra can say it without having to, she's got that. So I've got here that you are truly grateful for the world that you live in and what you do. And I'm getting a journey for you. Could be by water. I don't know. Could be by the lake. Could be by the ocean. Could be on the ocean. I don't know. You and somebody else are going to go skipping off. I don't know who that would be, but could be fun. Since you just turned 40, why not? I went on a cruise with my daughter the year she turned 40. So you're a 7, but you don't know the year number. Okay, Jeff.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I just did they are. Is that Jeff? No. Yeah, okay.
They are is Judy.
Yep. Okay. So
yep. That's all right.
And I was doing that. I'm seeing, and she's a 7. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. She already knows. So just a second. Let me do one more thing here.
Oh yeah. Hi, Denise McMullen. Janet, it's good to see you.
Oh, wow. Okay. I've got they are. So this is the complex situation. So we have me, which is they are, and sun. So what's interesting is that you're the brightest one in the room. You can even tell him that if you'd like. I'll sign a note. I'll sign a note because the 25-7 is quite full of mysticism, quietness, but a curiosity for how the world works in general. You're also very, very good at the hard sciences. So the shadow side is secrecy. And so because you are so accurate in your intuition, you sometimes think, if they loved me, they would do this. If they really loved me, they would understand what I need. And so, I mean, we all have that a little bit, but so there's that. And then the other side of it, your sun is a 32-5. So it's 32-5 is someone who cannot make a commitment and feel freedom inside of it. So there's a language that has to be established between the two of you for you to understand each other. That's the hiccup of things. So.
Wow. That's very interesting. Well, I got here that your son, this is reprisal, but I'm almost wondering if your son always had a comeback to, like, can you please go pick up your room? Well, I picked it up last week. Why do I have to pick it up again? That kind of thing. And he obstructs perhaps a conversation and doesn't even realize it. He doesn't see the log that's on the hose here. And, he's got his eye on the end of the hose. And if you roll the log off, he could lose his eye. I mean, but I see that you have worked diligently to craft a relationship with him. But the fact that you're saying he's blowing up your phone with negative comments right now tells me you already know how to handle him anyway. You just let it go. And
I like that.
Yeah, that's what I have to do some days. Mine too. My daughter does that. And we were saying we didn't think for Mother's Day that we could do a cookout if it was going to rain. Well, I don't want pizza. And everybody else was really happy with pizza. It's always that way. It's always. I could have said, I want salad. And she said, well, I really don't want salad. I want pizza. It's whatever.
A DoorDash
whatever it is. Yeah.
That's how I solve it. I've got Kim B here with an interesting combination. I'm sure you already know this is going on. We just talked about a 7. You and Zach are both 34-7s.
Oh my.
That's the tension.
Yeah.
Because you're both right. And what happens is that the last thing a 7 wants to hear is, I told you so.
Mm.
And the last thing they need to hear is things like challenging their way of thinking. So in other words, you can watch him head for the end of the cliff. And you, of course, you'd want to say, oh my gosh, don't do that. And he might say, I know what I'm doing. And then you'll get to the edge of the cliff and he'll fly. So, and he'll say, I told you so. And then you're back saying, this is not true. Right. So I don't know. Yeah. It's that way. So
it's interesting. Your son is born, he's a Libra. My son is a Libra. I don't know about the numbers and it doesn't really matter, but my son, when I call him, I always feel like I have to make it quick, or I have to, because he doesn't call. And whenever I say to him, I don't want to keep you too long because I know you're busy, he'll say, no, we can talk as long as you want. So, but he's not the reach out and touch someone. And it's only gotten worse the closer he's been, because he lives not that far from me now. But he's also he was the guy that always stood up for me when I was through my whole life. He's just that type of a guy. So yes, I can see that you get along fine with him. You two have an affinity. Absolutely. And I love that. The next card I have for you is you've learned how to navigate some of the tumultuous waters that you may have to do within a period of time. And you also know how to nourish each other when needed. I have the feeling, and this may or may not be true, I don't know, that he would come and comfort you if you asked him to. In other words, I'm having a really awful day and I need my son, and he would be there. It's just that he might not think of it. You just have to let him know. Yeah.
Got another issue. Here's our issue.
Okay.
So
I love that dog. That dog
is a cute dog. So looking at your, so I got your numbers here, and I'm sure you've done them yourself. So you are a 24/6 life path. And the issue person is a 21/3. And so that specific combination is, he's got to know his independence with the ability to master relationships. That's what he came to Earth to learn with the 21. But he is a 3, which makes him not want to work that hard at figuring things out. I mean, we're all that way, but I mean, that's like his go-to. So what happens is that, and you being a 6, you have divine order. You have all this order, and he's got, let's just wing it, go by the seat of our pants, everything's gonna work out. And you're sitting there saying, but this paper says it's not going to work out. No, everything's going to be fine. That type of thing. And also, if they know, if you give a reaction to that and they know it,
they don't like it.
Well, the 3 life path can be creative too. Okay. They know how to get you. But I'm not saying he's that smart, because he's got an 11/2 personal year. Those are hard. So what he used to have working isn't working for him this year.
Okay. Well, I got here that if you have a request, a big request actually, because look at how big that elephant is, to craft some kind of situation where you both make a decision about something, that you are refined, but he is not. So he needs more refinement in what he, and I love this. He's about to get a shave, so I don't know if you have that kind of, but it sounds like it the way she was explaining the numbers. So that's awesome. Yeah.
Romantic. Hey, romantic is coming here.
Really? Hello.
Yeah. I think you were the one that wanted to know what your personal year is, and it's 5. How you come up with your personal year, everyone, is just you take the day you were born and the month you were born, and one by one add those numbers up. If you get a double digit number, even if it's a master number, you reduce it by adding them together. So so your 5 personal year, it's almost like I'm going to say it this way for 5 personal years. It's like when our spirit guides can never assert on without being requested. You have to kind of ask for something. They can't to magnetize it, the relationship. And what happens is that the 5 personal year, to me, is that magnetism doesn't have to be as strong. It's like they are able to synchronize life up instead of waiting for you to ask them or tell them what you want. They will synchronize life up to a point of where you need to go in that direction. So life becomes more obvious. If you're flexible, you'll go the way life wants you to go. But if you're resistant and not wanting to change, remember we were talking about 9 universal year, you have to change, you have to give up something. Well, you are a 9 life path. So it's like double trouble, not trouble. I shouldn't have said that. But it's complicated. There's things from your own personal life way back since you were a kid that needs to be dealt with. And then on the outside of you, you've got ideas of what's happening specifically in your public life that you need to say, I'm going to let that relationship go. Over here. So it's a big year for you, but I got to tell you, as we get closer to the end of the year, because I go by every calendar year, then this is it's going to lighten up. Life isn't going to bring us, but this is the first part of the year is like you are, how do you say it? Proactive is you're proactive, but it's got more reactive, and you just have to be on your feet and shift. So you miss the plane, we'll get the next one, that kind of thing.
So this is a hoot because I got augury, and that's fortune telling. You don't need fortune telling to know that you can be a bridge and convey what you already know to others. And it will culminate in a lot of community. And that's exactly what you do, Edward. You do that. And you're rebuilding what you already knew in order to make it stronger. But you're already there, and you don't realize you're already there. You can do this. You can do this. And you're starting to realize that, I believe. Now you're just going to have to, whenever it's your time to shine, let's say, that's going to be up to you. But it's all there. You just need to trust it. Yep. Hi, Donna. And happy birthday early. My goodness. Very close to your birthday.
Wow. Mickey.
Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Mickey.
So we'll probably get docked, on YouTube because we're singing.
Oh, boy. Better not.
No, I'll sick my aliens on him. I don't know who
Diana sings a lot on my show. We haven't yet, knock on wood. Knock on wood, my science teacher said.
You haven't done what? Gotten kicked out? What? I missed it.
She sings a lot of stuff on. We live in song lyrics. We just live in song
I get it. Yeah, Judy in the Skies. She gets songs when she does readings. She'll get
that's
songs.
Me. Yeah, I do too. So does Diana. Yeah,
it's like another way for a spirit to talk with us. It's wonderful. So Mickey, I've got you as a 30/3. Very creative, and it's a really cool number. It's a really neat number. Now the person that we're talking about is a 33.
Well,
So you when things are good, things are really, really good. And when things are bad, usually it's because the other person is wanting to hammer details down a little more, and need you to be a little more direct. And what's happening to me right now, I want to just say, it may or may not be true, but this is what I'm getting, is that I believe that this other person may be feeling uncomfortable with the level of risk you are comfortable with. So this would be going around, starting new things. 33s, they don't start new. They're very, very structured. Like, they can be very overbearing and controlling. And I'm sure he or she is all that and a bag of tricks. But on the flip side, they, if you understand that about them, and it's not about you, it's about them, you can start looking at it as part of their charm, right? And give them room to say that. That's what I say.
Well, I get here. Yes, Mickey, you can imagine things and know that they'll be okay. But I'm guessing that perhaps this other person, again, once it's structured and nailed down, just like Deborah said, it really fits. And they run off to get their refuge if they're worried about something. Whereas you say, well, you got to take risks in life. It's important. And if there was a calamity, this is what the other person is worried about. So that's why they retreat. And, some people tend to think only in terms of, what if this happens? And other people will say, well, what if it does? We learn from everything.
Yeah. We've got Judith here.
Okay.
Judith. Now, you are another 30/3. You're in good company.
Okay.
So everything I just said, creativity, but you boundless. It's like you can do things and it comes easy for you. And you think everyone can do that. And everyone should just get out of bed and do that. Like you just watch me. I'll tell you how to do it. Well, it's not that easy, but you're having a 6 personal year, and that's all about divine order. So here you are, the casual, free thinking, by the seat of your pants, kind of cool cat. And then you've got this year saying, I need to pay attention and tie up these, get things in order. So just understand that's what life is asking you, and just give it a little time. You'll be fine.
Awesome. So, I have here you building connections, and sometimes those connections can fall apart. And, it just depends where you are in the line. So, but I love this one, Judith, because there's a big obstruction and they're all deciding how they're going to do it. But you already know that you can just go around it. They're all trying to figure out how to climb it. And you're like, just go around it. Because if you do, plenty is on the other side of it. There's always plenty. There's enough for everyone.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I've got spiritual garden.
Oh, spiritual garden.
So
another one going to have a birthday. And a good birthday. There you go. A milestone birthday.
Oh, someone in the UK told me this. She said a sentence that said, I live close to the river. It's a saying that you cry easily.
Oh,
and,
okay.
That's part of that, very emotional. And sometimes the shadow side of this is that you can be passive aggressive. We all can, of course, but you're good at it. You're really good at it. So just be mindful of that. I'm sure by this time of your life, you kind of got it and you out of it. Because as we grow old, we move into our full potential, right? You're having a 7 personal year, which is very mystical, very mystical. And So if you wanted to study spiritual living, anything, the cards, or especially mediumship, Akashic record, anything that, because those are high vibes that you have to get to, and you get it hands down. You're probably with you. Do you know Spiritual Garden? I'm sorry, maybe.
Spiritual Garden's one of my members, but I don't know personally.
You don't know her personally, because that screen name tells me that you're already a master in a bunch of stuff.
Absolutely.
So times 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And so, yes, you're going to get some renewal this year, because this is a very important year for those of us who born in 55, including myself. And so you're dipping your hat into the water, and you're learning new things. And of course, what is the water? It's emotions, but it's also everything's intuition buried really deep. You get along well with people and enjoy sitting around having a nice meal. But here it is. There's the passive aggressive. When you could get upset. You could get upset. Yeah. But I understand, because I'm that way. I'm not very good in the car when I'm driving.
Blame it on Saturn.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not very good at it. Oh, Jeff, that's a good question. What is Trump's life path year?
Okay. So this is the thing.
6/14/46.
I think it is. Yeah. But so he and Don Jr. are the same life path number, which is 31-4, which means that is stubborn. You can't roll a brick, right?
Right.
What was his year again? Yeah, I already know that.
46. Yeah.
46. Right. But let me just grab his life path number. Oh, okay. I don't know. Two life path, or 2 personal year. And you would think this is the year you're going to finally master relationships, understanding relationships. When I talked to people, and there was someone here that was her challenging person was an 11-2 personal year. It just means that you insist on doing the same thing, and it's just not going to work out for you. But
it's insanity.
Yeah, it is insanity. But the thing is that he is going to become quite perplexed on this, because it's always happened or something like that. So,
because he's talked to himself about changing the tariffs for China. They haven't reached out at all. He's the one going, maybe I'll change it. So it's like he's perplexed. He doesn't get it. They don't care.
Yeah.
And he does. Yeah.
I think that's why he's like wanting to arrest people that don't like him, because I really do believe he's seeing it. I do.
You do? Really?
Then he's finally seeing someone, and it just lights his hair on fire.
You can't tarnish a turd, as Linda Bishop says.
Spray paint that bad boy orange.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. All right. Is that the end of the list you had?
Yeah, I'm going on with Patty now, but I can't really read it and talk at the same time. My 92-year-old died on 5/2 with complications from a stroke. I'm so sorry. That she had on 4/27, my 62nd birthday. I'm devastated as a sole caregiver since COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry, my sweet. To be that close and to do that, that's a tough one. I'm so sorry that happened. Yeah. Doggone it. And we've got but she did give us her full birthday, so I'm going to do that one. 4/27.
As a person who lost their mother, who was 68 when she passed, and that I was 33. I always say, I know it's very difficult to lose your parents, and I'm not diminishing anything, but I'm glad you had her as long as you did. That's so fabulous. And you can almost, I won't say I'm jealous, but you can almost say you could be jealous because people have that opportunity to know their mother through all these different scenarios. So, Patty, my condolences, though.
Wow. Yeah. But let me tell you, Patty, this of all the years this could have happened, yours is the toughest. It's almost like life screaming at you, and I want to defend you. Like, let me tell you, you are a 32/5 life path, which means you are that caregiver. So don't worry, we'll clean it up, we'll do this, that, and you're quick and easy, and you have really good way of speaking and all of that stuff. But this personal year for 2025 is a 22/4. So we're looking at one of the hardest years, because a 4 personal year means you have to tie up loose ends. That's what it is. But a 22/4 brings it into the spiritual. I believe one of the things that is pulling you into that grace of sadness is there was a magic thread, a very magic thread there, that you feel lonely because you can't even explain it, and the world is still walking around and doing their thing.
Oh, that's exactly how I felt. So I totally get it. How can people be so happy when I'm miserable? Yeah.
There was a show I watched, a documentary about this couple that he wanted to be buried. He was cancer and he was very young, and he wanted to be buried in one of those cemeteries that's just natural. So so body comes home, friends and family wash it, and it's a ritual thing. So that's what he wanted to make a documentary over. And what was it? It was like when he was filmed through the whole thing, and when the man died, his partner was just wanted to get out, go home. After it, she wanted to be alone, and she was in a very busy hospital. It was in New York, very busy hospital. And she goes, the whole time I was walking to the car, she was saying, I saw it in real time, I must remember that I am not the only one that's experiencing this today. I am not the only. I have friends. There are people that know my pain, and I think that was a good mantra. But it's a tough one.
It is, yeah, because what do I get? I get right now. Begin now. Take your first step, and there is no limit to how long it takes. There just isn't. Choose your path, knowing all things are possible, and you will overcome the obstacles. I almost tend to think that your mom is saying this. You can overcome anything. And I know that wherever she is at this particular time, it hasn't been that long, but I just have to say she's just standing beside you saying, we aren't that far apart. But I'm sorry you lost her. Yeah. That's really sad. Yeah.
Hey,
I miss Mims. Yeah.
Okay. We've got, I'm just going down. Jeff is here. You saw Jeff before.
I did.
Jeff, I gotta tell you, you're another smarty pants.
He is.
He is. 34/7. So you you can go down. I want to say, when you go down that rabbit hole, you have respect for all the dirt. And so you really do have a reverence for the information coming in. And you're very talented. Anybody who doesn't know Jeff at Tarot Ask Backwards, please
he's wonderful. Absolutely.
I know a lot of people know him, but if there's anyone on the replay, check him out. He's very, very gifted. You're having a 3 personal year, which means if you allow it, because it's free choice, right? If you allow it, there's going to be a lot of different inspirations. Now, a 3 personal year means that you not only have creative thinking, you also get the momentum to move through it. And my 3 personal year, I created a tarot deck, a book for that. I started the next book, and then I did I created a tarot course. And at the end of the year, I actually thought I did nothing. I thought, what did I do this year?
What
nothing.
did you? Oh my! Well, Jeff is a published author too.
He's
written poetry. Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I have a poem for you. I just lost it. I got stage fright and lost it. Oh, Jesus died for us. That's why he rides a bus. That was from a little kid.
That reminds me of the other one. They asked a kid in Sunday school to make a picture, and he makes of the ascension, and he writes it, gives it to the teacher, and he says, "This is the ascension." And then somebody said, "Why is there a plane up there?" He said, "Well, that's Pontius, the pilot."
Oh,
I love it the way little kids think, don't you?
Yes.
They don't worry about it. Yeah.
That's great.
So Jeff, I get you feeling stuck sometimes, but it's not going to last, because you've got the bridge, and look at this. He's got a thing that he's going to shoot off. So you're ready to shoot off something else. But they do say, please rest more. Yeah. If you're not getting enough rest. So there you go.
That's right. That's right.
Now I feel like Mama Bear.
Yeah. We got to take care of each other.
Yeah, we do.
I love you, Jeff.
Yeah.
I don't see enough of him. So if time allows, I'm a 3 life path. Can you see what my year is about? And my progress spiritually. Now, this is very important. I'm glad you asked about the spiritual part for a 3 life path. So we are all remixing. So why is, everyone's different. We've heard that. Everyone's unique. We've heard that. You know why? Because we all had different histories and experiences and perspectives and traumas. What's trauma to someone isn't for another. And so we're a mix. So when we get information, when we filter information, then we are able to create our own voice within that. Now, let me explain one more thing. So when I'm not a 3 life path, but when I want to build my spiritual stamina and declaration of truth, I will go in and learn about things like karma, the traditional karma, where you accrue good karma and have bad karma and you have bad life. And so I took that on as a philosophy because everybody else was. And I started filtering my life through that theory. And one day I was watching, the news, and there was something bad happening to kids. And I actually thought, before I felt it, their pain, I actually thought, well, they must have done something really awful in a past life, So I knew that was not the way karma was supposed to be described. So I knew it. So then I looked into it more, and people say it's good or bad. And we need to say it's just cause and effect. It's just information.
And there's a lot of people that think it's ending. That that
I do think we're not making the kind of vows, restrictions. We're clearing up any family curses and spells. And I mean, when I do the alignments, there's a lot of people that just don't come in with anything like that. And it's been great. But there's a memory of it when we reincarnate. Just before we do, we reweave a memory system so we can bring it in, and we misremember stuff from a past life, and that will come up as a block and restriction. I can talk all day on that, but nonetheless, my message for you is this: please don't be shy. Do the remix. Start moving into your declaration of truth, and because your voice is needed.
It is. It is. Yeah. So, and how can you do that? With ladybug magic. Follow signs and synchronicities. And I love that. By the way, she's a brand new grandma, and she calls her little granddaughter Sweet Pea. And so, you got the heart flame too, sweetheart. And so your heart is being ignited, and you're working very deeply with your heart self. And then I get the Lemurian dolphin temple, which, wow, it says to sing your song, share your song. So, you're getting to that point where you got to take it from practice to the real world. And that, a song can be a metaphor for sharing whatever your gifts are. So you're ready. You're ready.
Melissa is here. June 15th, 19. Oh, there was someone that was born on May 18th. Who was that? I wanted to say that was.
Oh, it was Edward.
Edward, I wanted to say to you, Edward, that was in 1980. That's when Mount St. Helens blew.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know why I say that. I do know why, but we're short on time. So what, Melissa, this is what you said, I think. So this is what I'm going to say, is that I'm going to tell you that you're a 30/3. So you have a lot of information about that already in this. Mm-hmm. And when you say, I think, sometimes people it doesn't sound familiar to them. I'm not creative. I'm not this. I'm not that, right? You can say that. But sometimes when people are so far off center of their soul blueprint, they can be so far off that they don't recognize themselves. But also divine gifts that you bring into the world. Sometimes, like I said before, it can be so easy for you that you think everyone can do it and you don't mount to much. But you are having 2025 is a 22/4 year. Again, we've got that coming in. Major spiritual claiming spirit in a certain way. So this is the same thing I just mentioned to you, where you try on a theory, a spiritual theory, and then work it in your daily life. And then at the end of the day, month, year, you're going to say, I'm not going to get, there's not one program I've studied, and I've studied many, that I've taken every single thing and adopted it as my own. Right. I haven't found it. I haven't found that to be true. So
right. And you can refine something as well, or that fits your. So Melissa has a channel. She's got a channel, active channel, and she's going to come on with me on the 21st. I think it is. I think it's that day. But yeah, she's found our community, and she's excited about meeting with other people. But so you may be feeling some opposition about some things, and that could be what Deborah's saying. Perhaps it's like, well, I like to read cards this way, and everybody else reads them this way. It doesn't matter. Read them the way you read them.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And here's an awareness. You have an awareness of the world. You see the world up there. And a lot of other people, I don't know, they have horse blinders on. They don't see things the way you see things, I'm guessing. And you also are available to take precautions when necessary. And I love this, because it used to be that if there was a full moon, we would always say the loonies get out, and of course Luna means moon, but the emergency rooms at hospitals get full of people that have kind of lost their minds on a full moon. I don't know if that's true anymore, but it's like you take the precaution. If somebody says, well, you probably shouldn't go out and do this, you're going to say that's probably a good idea. So you will listen and discern for yourself whether or not you agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, I need to do one more thing here. Have we read, let's see, have we read Heavenly Blessed?
Yeah, we have.
Okay.
Yeah. That was Sonia. Yeah.
And then I've got Hugger. Have we done Hugger?
We have not. And it's wonderful. She is she's such one of those moderators that goes everywhere. She's wonderful. Yes. Yes. I remember her from 2020. That's how long I've seen her.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is a Hugger. This is a complicated year, not a complicated year. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to just say something else. Just a second. I didn't get your life path number yet. It's not going to be a complicated year. Okay. So you are a master number 11, which means you will find great success in the world as long as you can maintain your emotions. Now, challenges with your emotions. Like a 3811 has a greater chance, or it's easier for them to make big investments and material success than the 2911. It's all about, how does it make me feel? And in the moment, the perspectives and all that stuff. You are in a 9 personal year, just like the universal year. So anytime it's universal year, it's your personal year as well. So it's just about giving up what doesn't work. This is a great year for you to get those clothes and donate them and call some pickup for the for the furniture, that type of thing. This is the year for that, especially in springtime.
Yeah, I'm doing that myself right now. Yeah, I am. I got for you to begin now, so maybe that's cleaning closets. But it says to surrender to the journey and release any kind of control, because there is no such thing. We can't control everything. So it's much better to say what we want and put that in our mind and then release the outcome. And finally, I get watching clouds. Summer's coming. Sit back, rest, and relax. Oh, that would be heavenly. I always love to get one of those real comfy chairs on the beach. Make sure I have something really cold to drink. Yeah. There you go. Hi, Wayne. It's good to see you. Go with the flow. The flow is what to allow. That's right. Oh, Pooja has a question. Would you put it in again? Maybe Deb didn't see it. So.
Oh, I'm still.
Pooja and Denise. Okay.
What can you tell me what the question is?
For Pooja?
Yeah.
She just wants to do, if time allows, can you do mine?
Oh,
so
yeah. I'm slow in this.
That's
so Denise,
right.
I've got Denise here, and
Denise right now. Yeah.
34/7. We've talked about this before. You're very, very mystical. I think maybe you get a lot of spiritual hits, but you look towards others to confirm it. And this is the year that life is going to kind of get hard on you about you doing that. Oh. So you can, instead of, I get this feeling of a new definition of karma. This is pick on karma. So I think that. And then instead of you filtering your life through that new theory, you go to other readers maybe and ask them about karma or study it, that. So I can't be sure. But what you need to do is experience it, that declaration of truth through your real life and decide to take it or leave it.
Yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Yeah. Yes, because if you step into your power, you will realize you're strong beyond measure. And yeah. The second one is when there's a narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. Reminds me of those cannot get into the kingdom of God unless it's through the eye of a camel.
I have a needle.
I have a needle. I know a camel. All right. There you go. Because you do have valiant courage. So you can take action with passion. I really think Deborah's right. I think you know more than you think you know.
Yeah, but we don't, what if we're wrong?
That's what holds us back. Yeah. So we can't do that all the time. Yeah. Oh, another Miss Gemini. Miss Mims, I didn't know you were also a Gemini. Wow. Okay. Hi, Terry. Hope you're well.
Did we do Melissa Speaks Spirit?
Yes. The 1970? Yeah, we did here. Yeah.
So good. You're so good. Yeah, I'm kind of, people write in more than once and that just freaks my mind.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne and Suzanne. Yeah.
Hi, Wayne and Suzanne.
That's his wife. Yeah.
So I'm going to do all that. Maybe you could hit your cards while I figure out the high math. This high math.
Yes, no problem. I hope you two are well. Are you going to tell us what's for dinner? Wayne always tells us what's for dinner.
All right. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. You're very good at your craft, and that does not necessarily mean work, but you and Suzanne craft, the way you've crafted your life has worked for you two, because you two are two peas in a pod, but enough different that it makes things interesting. Sometimes you may feel like there's some mismanagement of whatever comes up, but because you're both working on it, it gets itself solved much faster than it would if it was with somebody else, because you two can really work it out. And you also, look at this. Here's your imagination. You guys, if you can imagine it, you can see it, and you've done that, the two of you. And I love this because it's a 34 number, which is a 7, which is a spiritual number.
And it's his life path number. That's his wife's life path number. His is a 25-7. This is cool. Okay, so
it is cool. Yeah.
All right. So wait. Oh, gotta tell you. So with numbers, so there's 2 digits before the life path number. And so yours is a 25/7. The number closest to the slash, which is the 5, is the most important life lesson you were born to learn. And then the secondary one is the first number, which is a 2. So in other words, that's quite a combination, because the 7 can be like a professor and just there you can, but the hard sciences you're comfortable with them, and but also the mystical part of life, you're very, very comfortable with that. And you bring this let's try it kind of stuff. Well, let's try it. Let's try this on. And then the 2 is telling you how you can master relationships. Okay. That's what you've learned. You move into full potential. But your sweetie pie, Suzanne, now she's a 34/7. So same life path number, same mysticism, and same hard scientists, but her life lessons are different. So she's learning how to anchor. With the 4, I'm learning how to feel safe, even though I might not see safety in my eyes. I want to feel safe. And then the 3 being a little more carefree, a little more creative. So bringing that in. Now I could talk all day about this. So the thing is that you're having a 7 personal year, which kind of, what is it? Divide times 10, the mystic. So this river, you have a 7 like that. If you're interested in the higher stuff, like, I don't know, starting a guru, be a guru this year, be a guru. But the thing is that a lot of times that makes you quieter. Now you both can be quiet. You're fine with that. You can both read a book and not have to entertain each other a lot. The thing is that Suzanne is having a 2 personal year. So I believe that maybe, because a 2 personal year means that you won't feel heard. You'll be perplexed by the communication. You're communicating the way you have always communicated, but people aren't responding the same way. So if you could just look at that and just go on Google, you're a 7 personal year, she's a 2 personal year, just like play with that on Google and see where you might pick up some threads on maybe a few bumps that you might have already experienced or might be coming up.
Wow.
I know.
Very cool. Very cool. And both of them are mystical. I mean, they watch YouTube, both of them.
And they watch us, apparently.
They do. They're
So
perfect. They're perfect people. Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we are a quarter after the hour. How are you?
I'm okay if you want to go a little bit longer. That's fine. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm just moving down the line here. I know.
Moving on up to the east side.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh, and I just want to pop you. And I know I read for you, Hugger, but you are an 11. You don't, your life path is an 11. You don't reduce it.
Yeah.
No, okay. But so if anybody has either a 2 life path, 6 life path, 8 life path, just go on your phone and type in every single number of your, don't forget the 19, the 1 plus 9 plus 6, whatever, and do it that way to see if those 2 digits are a master number. Because if you're a 6, it'd be a 33. If you're an 8, it'd be a 44.
That's true. Yes. So
just check on it, because life gets a little more complicated with that.
Oh, definitely.
You gotta get the respect, right? I'm a 22. I'm a 33.
I know what it means to me. Yeah. There you go.
Fun. I'm still looking here. Maybe we've got a lot of people here, and it's so exciting.
Yeah. It's nice to see everybody.
Maureen. I wonder sometimes why we work so well. Well, look at those 11. Look at that, 11, 11, and 5, 5. Just that alone. Now,
I know.
I have heard. I haven't really put this to the test, but in theory, I heard that the day of your birth is your lucky number. So it'd be 11 for you, it'd be 5 for someone else, and you can also be 11 too as well. So that's your lucky number. But
so if you like myself, I'm 29, so it would be an 11, right?
Yeah, it'd be an 11, but also the number 29 works for you.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, as well. Yeah. And that means you should be rich. 29s are rich. Very smart. Let me just grab you here.
Wow.
Yeah,
my friend, her granddaughter was born on 11/11/11.
No, really? They planned that. Come on now, that ain't.
I know, it sounds like it, doesn't it? All right. So Maureen, why do I get that your husband brings in the reinforcements when you need it, including himself? I mean, he's like, I need this. Okay, here we go. Your husband's coming in. All right. And is there a joke at all? When I see reprisal, he doesn't have reprisal, but it's almost like, you be a good girl, I'm going to spank you. Don't get out of bed. You better be good. But he restrains himself from being. I don't know if he has that kind of sense of humor or not, but I just senses that he has a little bit of a sense of humor. So.
Oh yeah, and it's really dry. So I have him as a 26/8, which makes him man a few words, but when he speaks, it's remarkable. It could be that, or he thinks it's that way for him. But nonetheless, he likes the finer things in life. He minds his money well. It's an 8 life path. So when like an 8 life path, people, they are born to enjoy the earth. So you will have someone who really enjoys fine food, or bringing, or we always think it's money, but it's kind of food and tactile stuff, what the earth can offer. Hugging a tree is really cool for them, that type of thing. But divine order is theirs. And you are more of the legacy builder with the 9. You're the one that has a hard time throwing things away, but he's not going to be there saying you have to do it unless it's in his way, right?
Yeah.
So I can see where this is a really, really, really good combination.
Yeah. There you go. I love that too. Yeah, two double 5, 5, and 11, 11. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm going to look again. I think we might be. Do you see anyone after? I see Carolyn Booker at 454. I'm that's far behind. What are you, nuts, Deb? I don't know what I'm going to say yes. And I'll be proud to say it.
Proud to say it. Yeah. I'm trying to find Miss Pooja who was asking. She's like 12/30/1994, I believe. And I'm going to write down you, Miss Mims. You're 5/22/56.
And what was the other one? Delphi
was
12.
Was it 12/30/94, Pooja? Just let me know if that's correct. All right. Yep, 12/30/1994. That's it. Oh, good.
You
I have
are
a better
good, girl.
than I thought. All right. I don't know that she's still here, but she can always come back and listen.
That's right. She can.
Yeah.
So Pooja, you are 2911. You live close to the river. The one thing that you do maybe is misinterpret your emotions as being intuition. And I know that intuition talks to us through our emotions, but you have to be very, very careful, because if you start thinking, well, you can't allow this person to do A, B, C because of, and then all your emotions are there. They don't respect it enough, and they don't apologize enough. And if it goes there, that's not your intuition. That's it. Yeah. But then 6 + 9 is 6 personal years. So this divine order. So you can get orderly.
There you go, Pooja. All right. Wow. So this comment came with you, Mims, saying that you hadn't done much in the year you did. She said that you're nuts because all that you said you did. That's what that comment was.
Yeah, it was.
All right. So Pooja, I got here. Use your imagination, and in trying to, and I'm getting that some of it may be that there are symbols, there are guideposts along the way that are trying to talk to you. So use your imagination and see if you can figure out what the messages they're trying to say. For instance, a bird might land somewhere and on the rose, and it's wanting you to spend more time looking at the flowers, if that makes any sense. You also are a very supportive person to others, and you got the stuck card. I don't know if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling like you can't move forward, but do remember that there are times when the universe puts us in that situation because it's better for us to wait and not move forward into something that may not be good for us. Yeah. So there you go. So Miss Mims is 5/22/56.
And we've got a 9 personal year. So it's just give up that low down cheating daddy right now. And again, these talented people are 330. It's a 30/3. So it's like it's 3 pied. I don't really know what it is, but I like pi. So that's it. The creativity, being able to communicate well. The shadow side of a 3 is that you can figure things out when life is saying, don't figure it out, move along, and you're going to figure something out. That's kind of the shadow side of it.
Okay. So, Miss Mims, I got talking about a revolution, something going on. Are you going out and doing any protesting? I don't know. I feel like you got the itch. Maybe you're not doing it. Maybe you're doing it in a different way, but that's what I get. I also get here that you're watching, you have a lot of prospects to complete what it is you want to do this year. And look at it, you've got a lot of people standing behind you willing to help. And they're saying diversity, try something new, be a little bit more diverse. In this case, he is making a 3 bigger than all the other numbers because it's something different.
And it's her life path.
And it's your life path. Wow. That's
gosh. I know we're leaving some in the breezeway, and I'm very, very sorry. Barbara Berkman, I just saw you. I get to share dinner with friends, and so I'm having tacos.
There you go.
I know. I thought I'd tell Wayne that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, this was
It was fun.
and you had said you hadn't done much in that year. Yeah, I know what you mean, but really a 3-year, it seemed like nothing was complete and everything was scattered. But anyway, I love everybody. This is
I know.
fun, so fun, so fun. Happy Mother's Day or happy day, all you mothers, whatever way you want to put your banner. Fly your flag.
Make it fun.
Yes, and you have something going on tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, my kids are coming over. They're not kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're not
But I'm not doing anything. So there you go. Yes, and I'll see everybody Monday. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Have a beautiful Mother's Day, and everybody, and love yourself.
Yes.
Let your inner child love the mother in you.
That's right. That's right. And I'll be on tomorrow at 2 Pacific with Aley, who channels the Holy Spirit. So if you want to hang out, we'd love to have you. Okay.
Yeah, we would.
Love you.